Hello Pisces, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is a weekly reading, Pisces, and you're getting yours first this week because of Cancer season, because I just did reading for Cancer, and that means Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio get their readings first. So let's find out what's going on for you, Pisces. How you doing, my two fishes friends, my water family? I hope you're well. I'm going to read a 9-card draw for you today, and that'll be your weekly, and then please keep your eyes peeled for your monthly. Your monthlies will be coming out this week as well. Tell me about Pisces. What does Pisces need to know about heading into July? The weeklies. Tell me about Pisces. We've got the moon energy. We've got the Hierophant. Are you unsure about committing to something? It feels like you're going to take some time to think about it. When we talk about the Hierophant, it's I just want to keep the peace. I want to keep my peace. But I'm also going to stand on business. It feels like with the moon energy here, you're unsure about something. And the Hierophant takes their sweet time to make a decision about things. It feels like it's very serious. So it's a serious commitment to something. Maybe you're signing a 5-year contract with a place of work. Maybe you are committing to somebody romantically. It feels like there is some sort of big commitment that's coming up here. It might take time, right? Like it might take your time. Am I healed enough to be able, could be counseling, right? It feels like somebody here is going to be helping people or helping people get be a little more sure of what's going on in their life. It feels like it's a big commitment though. It's going to take a lot of healing or a lot of time for you to get clear on whether you're well enough to do this. Whether you have enough time or not, whether you have enough clarity to do it or not. Tell me more about Pisces. We've got the Star. We've got the 3 of Wands. Okay, so the center of the read is always about what the whole reading is about, right? The heart of the matter. The heart of the matter is I'm thinking about the future. It feels like you're trying to figure out what to do with the future. Do I want to get married? Do I want to commit to healing? Do I want to go with the flow? It feels like somebody here is like, okay, well, the moon energy is here and things are not certain. And maybe they aren't as they seem, but I'm pretty solid and I can make a commitment where I want to. But it feels like you have a lot of opportunities by which you can make a commitment. It feels like you are hopeful for the future, but you want to settle in on something. You will make that decision. Temperance is here, and it feels like you will come to a place where you finally make the decision. No more high highs or low lows. It feels like the moment of alchemy will show up, and in a moment you will know. I feel like this is the place that you need to be. Staying in this harmonious energy, very Libra-like energy, sort of thinking about the details of something. Take your time to think about it, get clarity on it. It'll come to you. That's what happens with temperance. It just shows up. And without warning, it just shows up. And all of a sudden, yesterday you didn't have the answer, and today you feel a little better about it. Tell me more about Pisces. We've got the Chariot energy. We've got the 2 of Wands. And we've got the Strength. Okay. So it feels like you're trying to find the courage to carry out some sort of plan. It feels as though you're waiting until you really feel that it's time, right, Pisces? It's this knowing. You'll know when it's time, because temperance will show up. I feel like right now you're sort of in a big debate about what you want to do with the future. The only thing that you know about it is that you want victory. 4 and 2 is 6. You know that you want victory in whatever commitment it is that you make. Feels like you're hopeful. Feels like you don't really have the answer right now because the moon energy is here and all things are possible, but you can't see them. You might feel them, but you can't see them. It feels like you're going to find the courage to hold back on some plan until you are in a more disciplined or stable situation emotionally. Let's put down 2 cards here. We've got the 9 of Cups. I think that in the future you get what you want, but we're going to figure out what's going on here. We'll put down 2 cards, and we'll find out what is under the surface right now that you can't see. Well, you're trying to make some sort of a big life decision here. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like there's one thing that you know for sure. And the one thing that you know for sure is that the future is going to be abundant. Maybe you don't know it for sure, but I'm telling you the 10 of Pentacles is here. I feel like it's good health, wealth, time, effort, energy. You know, the future looks bright for you. It looks very abundant. It looks very good, healthy, happy. Longevity is here. Legacy is here. But I also feel as though with the 5 of Pentacles that you don't feel that that is what is in the future. It feels like you are in this scarcity sort of mentality. You know what it is between the 5 and the 10 of Pentacles? It feels like somebody here is scared to make the wrong decision. And so it does feel like you have a plan, but you're not sure if your plan will... You're not sure if your plan is the right plan. Maybe you're just being too stubborn about it. Maybe I'm just like not looking at all the possibilities and I'm only looking one way into the future. I do feel that there is something here that you don't see. And I think that what you don't see is that there is some sort of emotional healing that must take place before you can get what you want. Let's talk more about this. Let's talk about the Hierophant first. I think you do have to find the courage to listen for the moment of temperance. But the thing is, you'll know when temperance shows up because you're no longer in the wobble. When you have temperance, you're no longer at the crossroads saying, I'm scared I'm going to make the wrong decision. You know when the temperance shows up. It's a feeling of contentment. We've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Got the 9 of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. Okay, so we have the 10 Wands here. I feel like something here, you want it, but you don't know if you're ready to execute the plan yet. It feels like you're sort of digging in your heels. Do I have the right information? Taking your time. Taurus is going to go over, like, do I, get information from here, get information from here. It feels like maybe you're unsure if you've got enough information. I think what's weighing really heavy on you at this time, it feels like there is something here that's very permanent. It's like once I sign on the dotted line, I can't go back. I'm stuck there for 5 years. Once I sign on the dotted line, I'm stuck in the marriage. Like it feels like somebody here knows that in the future I have to make a decision that's very permanent. So I want to make sure that it's the most hopeful, healing kind of thing, that I want it to be something that I'm manifesting. I don't want to just do it because it's in the plan. I want it to really feel like something. So I feel like there's a heavy burden here and you're not taking action on the commitment or somebody around you is not taking action on a commitment here because it feels too risky at this time. It feels like somebody here wants more time to discipline emotions, to be able to be disciplined as we move really quick into the future. I want to be able to be a little more healed. Maybe I want to, it feels like it has to do with, I can go right now if I want to, but it feels like somebody's holding back in hesitation. And that definitely is Hierophant energy, but it does feel like it's weighing heavy on you because you're not moving. It feels like life is stifled right now, or you're stuck, or everything is just stopped. Tell me why the Star is here. We've got the Empress energy. We've got the Page of Swords. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So I do feel that everything is going to change. See, that's the thing about making a plan, right? When we plan, at 19, we'll graduate and go straight to school. And then we'll get the degree. And then when we start making this plan and things don't go to plan, that's when everybody starts melting down. That's when people start crashing out. because I made the plan and now the plan's not going to plan. That's what it feels like. So the Empress is here. When the Empress is here, there's a lot of abundance to deal with, but it also is, the Empress is wisdom. It feels like you have to learn a lot of things. Now, that's why people will come to me and say, Elsie, what's the outcome? Tell me what happens finally at the end. And I'll tell you what'll finally happen at the end is you're going to get what you want. Destiny is here. Everything, though, has to change and move and expand, and that's the scary part. So I could tell you that it's coming up in a year, but listen, if you decide to delay it by holding back and not learning the wisdoms of the Empress, then you're the one that's delaying the outcome. So that's why the outcomes aren't really very helpful, because you cannot have the outcome without going through the journey. So I feel like there has to be more learned here in order to be in the Empress energy. And the Empress energy is really just about wisdom. The wisdom to know when to change, when is the right time to change, because the star is here. You are going to have to change at some point to get what you want to get. Without change, there is no progress. So in order to be able to get what you want, you need to progress into the Empress energy, and that's going to take some learning with the Page of Swords. So I do feel that when you are in the Empress energy, and some of you might be there right now, right? It might be closer for some of you than others, but it does feel like the Wheel of Fortune shows up to change everything about your destiny. When the healing is close to complete, or to a place where you're able to move forward here, that's when you get to make decisions about the future, or when the future seems closer. When Temperance shows up, you're going to know a little more, because Temperance is going to be a feeling of contentment, like, yeah, I feel like I can carry the next thing. Can't do it all at once, right? It all has to come in steps and stages and lessons. We've got the Tower in the reverse. We've got the Two of Swords. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles. It feels like someone here is quite stubborn and does not want to change. So I feel like you want what you want. You don't want to have anything change. I want it to stay on my timeline. I want to go through with my plan. I want to do this at 18, that at 19, kids at 25, meet my soulmate, or I want to meet my soulmate at 25, get married when I'm 30, have my first kids. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like you have a timeline, and Temperance never shows up in your timeline. Temperance shows up when it's supposed to. That's when all the major arcana show up when they're supposed to. Yeah, and you don't really have control over that. And you can choose to react or respond, but those are the only choices that you have. So with the Tower being in the reverse, to me, there is a Tower that is going to be showing up in the future. And I feel like if you're still stuck at that time, it's going to pull you out of this Two of Swords energy. You're at a crossroads, and I feel like when Temperance shows up and teams up with the Tower, that's an awakening. And it feels like the awakening is you'll realize you're ready, because look, there's the Nine of Pentacles. You'll realize you're ready. So I think that there might be some worry going on right now, because you're like, well, what if the opportunity shows up and I'm not ready, and I'm still don't want to step away from my path? And like, I feel like it's catastrophe. Somebody is looking too far into the future. So I feel like when Temperance shows up, you'll be ready. You'll be confident. You'll be good. You'll be good on the outside. You'll be good on the inside. But I don't think that time is now. I feel like you will have the realization, because when the Tower shows up, it comes without warning, and what will come without warning is Temperance. So all of a sudden you'll just wake up and you're like, oh, okay, this is where I have to make the decision. And it could be in 9 years. Like, maybe it's just not today, and maybe you're trying to force yourself to make a decision right now that the resources just really aren't even available to you to make the decision right now. Tell me about the Two of Wands. Oops. What's the plan, Stan? Justice, Hanged Man, Seven of Cups. All right, so the plan, it feels like there's so many opportunities that you have, that you are looking at everything optimistically, I feel, because Justice is here. But I also feel as though there is, with the Hanged Man and the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice card, it feels like there has to be some karmic situations. And when I see karmic situations, those are situations where you learn things. It's the only way you learn things, friends. Everybody tries to avoid the karmic relationships, the karmic jobs, try and avoid karma altogether, but karma isn't avoiding you, it's chasing you, in fact. And it feels like that there is something that will be restored back to what it was. You will get back on the path, but you're going to have to take a bunch of zigzags and detours and all kinds of stuff before you actually get what it is that you want in the outcome. Hope I'm making some sort of sense here. The Hanged Man is here. That is Piscean energy. And when the Hanged Man is here, it's all about perspective. It feels like your path will be restored, but first, all the options, the opportunities are here. And I feel like you're being beckoned to make choices. Opportunities are coming, and you're going to have to make some choices, and you're going to have to find the courage to do it. And look, it all works out the way it's supposed to, but I feel like you're in this place where you feel like the biggest commitment is at hand. If I don't sign on the dotted line right now, my whole future is going to be everywhere. But it's not true, friend. I feel like the future is already here, and I feel like you will be making a commitment to something. But I don't think that that's right now. But I think you're thinking too far in advance. It's probably because you feel the Wheel of Fortune. Look, you're very, how can I say, you're very emotional. And we are going into an emotional retrograde, right? We have Mercury that is going retrograde in Cancer pretty soon. It's in the post-shadow phase, if it's not already in retrograde. I think it's the 29th that it goes in, actually. So we have a little bit of time, but we're in the post-shadow phase. So you're already feeling what this is all going to be about, right? Retrograde is going to go all the way through July, and it's going to be tough, because I feel like you are about to get off your plan, and I think that is going to cause a problem for you, because you are somebody who I feel is very regimented, and it's got to go this way, that way, this way, that way, this way. And when it doesn't, I feel like there is Five of Swords, arguments in the head, woe is me, towers start falling. I feel like you still have some lessons to learn, my friend. Look, we're going to go into the extended. We're going to talk more about that. How some of you are already in the Empress energy, and so this I feel is a little bit closer to now for you, but others of you might just not have the wisdom of the Empress just yet. But when you do, that's when everything changes. When you are in the Empress energy, you have a type of healing that will help you carry forward. That's when temperance shows up, etc. It all takes courage, though, because it's all about discipline. It's all about the discipline and learning the wisdoms and not trying to avoid the pitfalls, because the pitfalls are the only reason that you got this far. All right, we're going to go to the extended. If you want to go to the extended and watch me pull all this apart, we're going to talk about what you're unsure about, what this is all about, because it feels like you're looking at this saying, I don't know if I'm ready to make the commitment, and it's weighing really heavy on me, so I'm not doing anything. You know, when they say fight, flight, or freeze, it feels like you're in the freeze right now because you don't want to make the wrong decision. It feels like you're right here. So we're going to talk more about all of this in the extended. If you want to go to the extended with us, please look at the pinned comment. There is one link there for the membership area. That's where all the extendeds go for all the signs. If you're interested in a private read, maybe this is something that you're going through and you need some personal answers based on your own energy, please click on the link to Hypsee. I do have packages, all kinds of them, and if you're interested in any of that, go there. I'm going to go to the extended right now. So if you want to be there, it would be lovely to see you there. But if you're not, that's okay, because I'll be back. In fact, I'll be back in a couple of days to give you a monthly read. So we'll see how that unfolds for you as well. I'm going to go for now. You guys take care. Thanks, Pisces. See you there. Bye-bye.